It's not rocket science to run a successful business. Keep it simple and execute it well. So why? Why do we overcomplicate it? Why do we overthink? Hey viewers, it's Jeff McPhee's Gardening, Melbourne, Australia. Do you know when you complicate things, you create problems? And when you overthink, what you're doing is you're creating problems that probably don't even exist, do they? I believe overthinking and complicating your business puts you way behind everybody else because you're just going down that track of making it too hard. Running a business is simple. Successful business has proven that over the years. When you overthink, you're filling your heads with what ifs, You're changing hundreds of different things in your business because someone else is doing it or because you think, oh, I'm going to be different from everyone else. Really, without finding out why you're making these changes and what will benefit from you when you do make these changes and how you're going to make the changes. You're really complicating the matters. So let's just go back to basics and run this business simply. I believe to alleviate the complication and the overthinking, there's two things that you should consider for your business. And one is execute well, and two is have good systems in place. Good businesses, they execute well and they keep things simple. And that makes them puts them apart from the pack by doing those simple things. We've all probably been guilty of trying to be innovative, trying to set ourselves apart from everybody else. And we make it complicated. We grow too quickly, or we get machinery that we really probably don't want. We undertake tasks that we probably really shouldn't be doing because we're not experienced enough yet. We might be doing too many things. So for example, mow and blow is simple. We might add the gardening, that's okay. Then we might add some scarifying, we might add some turf, we might add some landscaping, and we go on and on. And what we find is we're spreading ourselves across a lot of different ways of doing things or providing services, and we can't really concentrate and do each one well because we've got too much on our plate. Don't get me wrong, it is fantastic to grow. It's fantastic being innovative, but you've got to do it carefully and measured, not complicating it and doing it simply. Good operators, they execute well. Why? Because they execute the little things, the 1%ers, the most important part of your business, the micro things, the daily things, the weekly things, the little 1%ers, how they present themselves, prompt, reliable, professional. We've explained that in the past. How they treat people, how they provide a quality service, how they execute those little duties. It's the 1%ers that will get them a long way in front. So doing these little things, that's going to put you apart from the pack, more so than trying to be innovative in ways that maybe you can't handle. Doing the little 1%ers, that'll put you beside the pack because at the end of the day, we all do the same thing. We all provide that mow and blow go service, we all provide that gardening service, etc. But it's how you execute it and how you do it with attention to detail is going to put you, away from the pack, put you in front. Second thing is systems, having those systems in place. Systems give you the consistency of delivering an excellent service to your clients. In a system, it's good not only just for a sole trader, but if you're employing people, because you've got a well and true procedure that you've practiced and that you've got correct and you've ironed out all the bugs and it's easy for anyone to follow. So having a system will give you that confidence to give that quote because you know your numbers. Consistency in, say for instance, mowing a lawn. When we roll up to the place, we've had a video in the past called, the efficiency of mowing can increase your profits. So in other words, you touch the tools once. You don't mow the same area once unless you're double cutting. You have all these little procedures in place that'll cut your time down and give you more time for the rest of the day. Having a consistent procedure of mowing and whippersnipping and edging will give you that consistency. The other thing is to simplify in your systems. Simplify your bookwork. You can, some people get an accountant or a bookkeeper to do their bookwork each month. Personally, I like to do it myself. I like to know exactly what's going on with my business. I have a simple system. I use an app from QuickBooks. Other people use Xero. There's different programs that it's quite easy to keep control of your bookwork. Don't complicate it by putting all your receipts in a shoebox and then presenting that to the account at the end of the year, because it just makes it too complicated. Simplify your quoting process. When you do quote, keep it simple. Keep it simple for the customer to understand, and it then makes it so much easier when you're executing the work. You both are on the same page. Simplify the machinery aspect. When we're starting out, we'll start out with a push mower. We'll move on to a self-propelled mower. We were thinking, well, our blocks are getting bigger. We're not getting through as many that we'd like. We're not meeting our targets. So we'll get a bigger machine. We might get a stander mower or a zero turn or a ride-on mower to take on the bigger blocks to do more work, to increase our daily profits. But all these are tried and true measures, and keep it simple. Research. I've seen so many operators that go out and they'll buy a machine because someone else has bought one. Oh, I must buy that, must be good, without doing the research. So important. Can't emphasise it more, to research your equipment you're going to use, and it's something that's going to suit you. Not everybody is suited to ride on mowing. Not everybody is suited to mow and blow go only. Not everybody is suited to gardening. You've got to find your niche, something that suits you. It's your business. You do it your way. But keep it simple. The scheduling, we've mentioned that before, the 80% rule, that wriggle room. Simplify your scheduling, but make a system. Make sure that you've got a system for scheduling, that you've got room so that you can delay your customers, that you're not going to upset your customers, you're not going to lose customers because you're bad scheduling. Very important. So to wrap it up, keep your process simple. Execute those little things really well, and you'll go a long way. I think it's so important to not get complicated. All good businesses operate that way of executing and keeping things simple. Now, at the end of the day, we all do the same thing. We just got to do it better than the others so that we get ourselves in front of the pack. But when there's a lot of work going around, we slip in our standards because we don't have to work really hard. But times will come when work is harder to get, and that's why you've got to be prepared. If you've got a system in place, you won't have to worry about what's going on around you. You just keep going, and you got your, as we said, run your own race. Thanks everybody for watching. Please subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'd love to hear your comments on this one. It's I've been asked, actually one of my family members asked me about how complicated it is to run a business. And I thought about it, and I'm thinking, well, that's probably the easiest way to explain what I've just done. Anyway, maybe you've got some better ideas you could let me know about. Love to hear from you. Thank you. See you on the next one, boys. Bye.